Well, we welcome you back on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. A 7-0 advantage for New Berlin on top of Pittsfield here at the halftime break as we welcome you back on Central Illinois Sports. And two scoring opportunities in this contest, both set up by long snaps for the Sockies over the head of the punter. The first was a field goal that was no good for New Berlin as Dickman missed the kick with from the 34-yard line, 6:30 to play in the first half. And then Longtha took it in from 1 yard out at the 2:50 mark of the first quarter on a 1-yard run that was set up first and goal from the 1 for New Berlin. Dickman's kick was good that time and made it the 7-0 score, which is where we're at here at the halftime break. It's 7-0 New Berlin at halftime here. The Illini Community Hospital halftime show continues with John and your halftime stats after this.
Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Esfaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls in Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Mid-USA Landscaping, serving all of Pike County for residential and commercial lawn care. Mid-USA Landscaping can beautify your lawn and property with proper spraying, seeding, and of course landscaping designs perfect for your home or business. Mid-USA Landscaping for you.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Welcome back to the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. 7-0 advantage for New Berlin here at the halftime break, and John's going to look at your halftime stats.
First for the Pittsfield Sockies, they finished the first half with 6 first downs to 6 for New Berlin. The leading rusher in the first half was Gage Gretton, 34 yards on 6 carries, 27 yards on 5 carries for Jacob Freeman, 14 yards on 5 carries for Wade Howland, and then 8 yards on 2 carries for Colton Story. Nathan Zuma was tackled once on a very long snap for a loss of 30 yards, and Bobby Stout has negative 30 yards rushing as he's been sacked for some big yardage losses a couple of times on the night, to total out to only 9 total rushing yards in the first half. Stout is 2 of 5 passing for 40%, but both of those passes were for negative yards. So 9 rushing yards, negative 5 passing yards, 4 total yards of offense in the first half of play for the Sockies, primarily because of those 2 big negative rushing men in there so far. For the New Berlin Pretzels, they finished the first half with their leading rusher, Pierce Bergschneider, 41 yards on 8 carries. Quarterback Joey Meisman, 2 yards on 4 carries. And Luke Longther ran the ball once for 1 yard for a touchdown to total out to 44 rushing yards. Quarterback Meisman is 5 of 10 passing, 50% for 55 yards. Passes completed, 26 yards on 2 catches to Luke Longtha, 10 yards on 1 catch for Jackson Smith, 18 yards on 1 reception for Blaine Smith, and then he fumbled it away, 1 yard on 1 catch for Nathan Oshwald in the first half. So 44 rushing yards, 55 passing yards, 99 total yards of offense for New Berlin. New Berlin has been penalized one time for 5 yards. Sockies have been penalized one time for 10.
All right, thank you, John. It's a 7-0 advantage for New Berlin here at the halftime break. We know some games around the area have been shortened tonight due to some weather in the area, so we're hoping that holds off here, and we can get the second half in, and hoping the Sockies can get some traction going on the offensive side to take a lead in this contest. Defense has held strong a couple of times tonight in tough situations, and really the only score for New Berlin was set up by a mistake for the Sockies. They have not had to earn one yet tonight. And Pittsfield looking to carry that positive defensive momentum into the second half and then hopefully get some things going offensively. A timeout here on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. Back with you after this.
Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show. The Sockies and New Berlin head-to-head here at Glency Smith Field. Pittsfield down 7-0 at the halftime break. And both teams making some adjustments here at the halftime. And if you're New Berlin, they really had a pretty good drive going that got intercepted to end that drive quickly. They also had a pretty good chance to score when they got the ball at the Socky 21 on their first drive. Unable to score. So if you're the New Berlin Pretzels, John, you've got to be feeling pretty disappointed because I think they could feel like they could be up by about 3 scores right now.
Yeah, I think they certainly could be. Should have at least gotten 3 points out of their first drive where they got the ball on the 26 and were unable to get anything as the kicker that time really got his foot under the ball and sent it almost straight up, which is probably harder to do than putting it through the uprights, but. And then they got their score on the 1-yard run. They had something going, it seemed like, and then had honestly a big reception. First down by Blaine Smith for 18 yards, and then he just kept running with the pile all around him, and he had defenders all around him, and he was kind of the only man on his team in the group there, and they finally got it punched away. And the Sockies had something going a little bit then after that, but were unable to get it in. But yeah, definitely New Berlin probably kind of almost has to feel a little snake bitten as they probably should have scored at least a couple more times.
Some other scores from around the area. Athens is on top of Auburn at half, 21-0. Williamsville is crushing North Mac, 42-7 just before the half in that contest. The Camp Point Central and Triopia game was called because of lightning in the third quarter of their game, and Central was up handily in that contest. So they'll pick up the victory there. We can also tell you that in some action from down south, Columbia, a very good program. They're on top of Carlisle 41-0 in their contest. Jersey's losing to Troy Triad 14-0. Pekin leads Canton 27-0. Greenfield was leading Carrollton at the half 14-8. Chatham Glenwood is on top 27-6 over Jacksonville late in the second quarter.
They're still rolling.
Yep, and Bryan County leads Route 7-6 at half in a game that's a little closer, I think, than some would have guessed coming into it. A little longer halftime break here as it's homecoming. Congratulations to Lainey Tenike, the homecoming queen for the Sockies this year. And all the folks who did a nice job to make the homecoming week what it was. Of course, they'll have the dance at Voschel Gym tomorrow night. And they invite you to come out and say hello beforehand, get some pictures taken, and then get out of Dodge. But hopefully the Sockies will be celebrating a victory. They're down 7-0 right now. I have work to do and have to keep up the intensity on the defensive side. We'll have the second half play-by-play on Central Illinois Sports after this timeout on the Illini Community Hospital halftime show.
This is Jack Hull from Western Illinois FCA. Along with Todd Sweatman and Julie Ross, we would like to invite you to the FCA Empowered Leadership Conference in Springfield, Illinois on October 26, 2019. Mike Matheny and Erica Harold, former Miss America, headline the event, which will have lots of breakout sessions and much, much more. It all starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we hope you will join us for this FCA Empowered Leadership Conference. Go to westernilfca.org to register today. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fnbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Illini Community Hospital halftime show. It is a 7-0 advantage for New Berlin on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the halftime break. Good homecoming crowd is welcoming the Sockies back to the field as they're going to get prepared to start the second half of play. New Berlin will have the football to start the second half. And they will be looking to get their second score of the evening. But really, John, offensively for New Berlin, it's been a struggle for them. They picked up some yards, but
only 99.
Yeah, but outside of the setup that the Sockies gave them first and goal at the 1, they haven't had the best night on the offensive side either. Really, Pittsfield without those 2 big losses, one on the punt snap over the head of Zumwalt, and the big loss that Stout took on the sack. I mean, without that, they'd probably have.
You basically, so Stout's lost 30 yards, and Zumwalt lost 30 yards on that bad snap. Stout's lost 30 yards on a couple of plays there. But, so, you add 60 yards to that. The Sockies would have had 64 total yards and 69 rushing yards instead of the 4 that they had. So, yeah.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Illini Community Hospital. Illini Rural Health Clinic, proud to welcome Dr. James Yules, pediatrician, to their team. Dr. Yules is welcoming new patients and is excited to partner with you and your family to keep your children healthy all year long. Find out more about Dr. Yules by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Also, Bowlers Universe, they're inviting you to, if you're a high school student, to the 5th quarter party, as they'll be having them for each and every home game at Bowlers Universe. They have great specials going on throughout the week. In fact, John and I enjoyed the cheeseburger and curly fry special last night.
I would highly recommend it on a Thursday. If you haven't been out to have a cheeseburger and curly fries, you will not go away hungry.
No, I'll tell you, you can even do it on a night that's not a Thursday.
Well, yeah, but it's a special on Thursday, though, right? Isn't it a $5 special on Thursday?
$5 on Thursday, that's right.
Yeah.
Boneless wings on Wednesday night. Bone-in wings on Tuesdays. Half-price apps on Fridays from 6 to 9.
And generally, you can watch the soccer game there on Fridays also
Yes,
while
you
you're
can.
getting your half-price apps.
Yes, you can. We appreciate Bowlers Universe for their sponsorship here on Central Illinois Sports. Hey, it's very easy to be a sponsor of high school athletics on Central Illinois Sports. Just give us a call, 473-6290. That's 473-6290. We'll show you just how easy it is to sponsor games just like the one you're watching right now and reach your customers, just as our friends from Great Rivers Bank are going to do right now.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
So thank you to Great Rivers Bank and all of our sponsors of tonight's live stream broadcast from Glen C. Smithfield. The Sockies will kick this one off. We understand there's some lightning north of here, but it looks like, knock on wood, we are in the clear for this contest to get over with, especially if it was as fast as the first half. And it was fast.
It was just barely an hour.
They said to keep that clock moving, and they
weren't
did.
kidding.
And we're just about ready to roll. Back deep, we see Jackson Smith. Also back there is Blaine Smith, along with Pierce Bergschneider. For New Berlin, all back deep. And J.J. Petty ready to put his foot into this one for the Sockies. As we get ready to start the second half of play, New Berlin on top 7-0 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Petty will put his foot into this one. Low line drive kick going to be on a big hop, taken by the up man and Smith. Smith is going to break a tackle. He's not going to break that one, though, and he's going to be taken down right at the 26-yard line. As Story and Anderson came in for the final stop. And that's where New Berlin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line, it should be.
Charlie, I have been really impressed with Nate Anderson the majority of this year on the defensive side in particular.
Sophomore. Just has a nose for the ball. I'll call it the 27. Yeah, Anderson just has a nose for the ball. Meisman is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right. A man split out wide to the left-hand side. He barks out the signals, takes the snap, turns and hands it off to Bergschneider. Left side, big hole, and he's going to take it across the 30. All the way out to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 7 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 3.
New Berlin is not doing anything complicated, Charlie. They're running 3 wide basically the whole time or more and spreading everybody out and the majority of the time running the ball, getting what they can, getting big yardage just because you have to spread the entire defense out so much.
2 receivers wide to the right, a man split wide to the left. Meisman again in the shotgun with Bergschneider standing directly behind him, deep in the backfield. Barks at the signals, takes the snap. Option play, hands it off again to the left-hand side. Shorter gain this time out to the 36, a gain of 2. Should bring up a 3rd and 1. And then a penalty flag flies in, and this is going to be against the Sockies. As Corgett and somebody got tangled up, and Corgett's going to be called for an unsportsmanlike conduct here, I do believe. So instead of 2nd and 1, it's going to be a fresh set of downs for New Berlin, and that's not what the Sockies needed here.
It'll be a dead ball penalty.
Yep, 10:51 to play in the third.
The question is, they could call him offsetting.
Personal foul against the Sockies.
And they're not going.
15-yard penalty. So that'll move it all the way out across midfield here.
New Berlin's 7th first down of the evening.
And move it all the way to the 48-yard line, and that's where New Berlin will have it 1st and 10.
I believe that's their 2nd longest offensive play. It's tied for their 2nd longest offensive play of the night.
On the penalty?
Yeah.
That doesn't really count as an
I'm
offensive play.
aware.
2 receivers wide right, a single man to the left, and Meisman is in the shotgun formation. Long cadence here. He will take the snap, hand it off along the left-hand side, and Bergschneider still on his feet. Big gain inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line, very close to a 1st down. Let's see if they want to move the chains here. They'll call it a second down and less than a yard, it looks like.
So give him 9. He's got 59 yards on 11 carries now, does Bergschneider. You got to measure that, don't you? It looks like you're over.
Well, I mean, they started at the 38, and the ball is inside the 48, and the ball is inside the 38. Probably a first down, Junior. Probably might want to take a look at that one, little fella. And they'll bring out the chains, and here comes the chain gang.
It's not really even going to be close, I don't think.
Not if that line's straight. They'll put the chain down, and I mean, they were going to call us a second down, and look at that. Watch this.
It's the length of the football probably times 2 almost.
It's by 2 lengths of the football.
Yeah. I
don't know about, I mean, it didn't take a rocket scientist to notice that was a first down. Does it? Well, gained 11 yards on the play. I mean, dang, boys. Probably should realize that one's a first down. First and 10 from the 38 with 10:09 and counting in the third quarter. New Berlin a fresh set of downs, leading 7-0. 2 men wide right, 2 wide to the left, and in the shotgun formation is the quarterback, Meisman. He'll hand it off again to Bergschneider. Same play on the left-hand side, and he's picking up good yardage every time. He takes this one to the 34. A gain of another 4 on the play to bring up a 2nd and 6.
64 yards on 12 carries now for Bergschneider. And there was a man on the backside coming to him. He just couldn't get there quickly enough. Looks like Blaine Dell coming into the game on the defensive side.
He is.
Yeah, replaces Levi Chaplin and the
2nd and
linebacker
6.
core.
They're 2 wide to either side, and the shotgun is Meisman. He'll fake the handoff, pull it at the last second, has the first down and more. Still on his feet, spins away from a man at the 25, 20-yard line, 15. Stiff arms the man all the way down near the 10. All the way to the 10-yard line and a gain of 24, and that'll be a first down. So a first and goal from the 10 for New Berlin with 9:11 to play in this third quarter. 7-0 lead, and New Berlin trying to establish their offense early in the second half. Meisman again will be in the shotgun formation. Joey is just a sophomore, 6 foot, 165 pounds. Looks like a good athlete. Split wide to either side, 2 receivers. They will hand it off to Longtha this time, and Longtha going to get the short gain.
Maybe 1?
They're going to take it to the 7, a gain of 3. Brings up a 2nd and goal from the 7. See if the Saukey defense has a little something in them to keep New Berlin out of the end zone here. It's a 1-score game as it is. A lot of new personnel coming on the field here for New Berlin, and they're set up in the Wildcat formation as Longtha is going to take the direct snap this time, trying to run to his right. He's going to be taken out after a short gain to the 5, gain of 2, and it'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 5. So 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
What does that gain you?
Well, you're trying to get an extra blocker in there, I'm assuming. We'll call it the 4 now. What a spot. I mean, he was tackled right at the 5.
Yeah, well.
Longtha again will be in the shotgun in the Wildcat. And a timeout going to be whistled here for Pittsfield. 7:46 to play in the third. 7-0 New Berlin on top. They'll have a 3rd and goal from the 4 when we come back.
Just like that, the kids are back in school, the summer's over, and we're back to doing homework in the evenings with our wonderful children. Nothing makes this scenario more magical than having a reliable internet connection to get all the homework complete, followed by everyone off to bats in bed. So after that dream is over and the kids are finally doing their homework, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Call Cascom today at 1-800-252-1799.
7:46 to play in the third. 7-0 New Berlin on top of Pittsfield on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And New Berlin has a 3rd and goal from the Saukey 4 here.
You've got Wade Howland out of the defense right now, and also Colton Story, who are both generally defensive starters.
But they are both out of the game right now.
And not hurt, just out of the game.
2 men wide to the right, a single receiver to the left. They'll have the quarterback Meisman in the shotgun. He will turn and pitch it outside to Bergschneider. Has some running room, cuts it back up, and he's in for the score. In for the score on the pitch play, and a 4-yard touchdown run at the 7:41 mark of the third quarter. Makes it a 13-0 lead for the Pretzels on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And they take their first drive of the second half to the promised land and now have a 2-score lead over Pittsfield. And here comes Dickman on for the extra kick. Dickman has a big leg for sure. He can really boot the ball. And now a flag flies here with somebody lined up off sides. Yeah, somebody just lined up in the neutral zone for the Sockeye, so they'll move it half the distance to the goal. And New Berlin, I think, will still want to kick here.
They may not take it.
Yeah, they will. Well, the holder is Bergschneider.
Sometimes the kicker doesn't like being that close.
I think you're overthinking it.
I think kickers overthink it all the time.
Yeah, we're not talking about a professional kicker. We're talking about a high school lineman.
That's true.
He's got a good leg, though. The hold is down, the kick is up, and this one is good. Easily. He kicked that one through and then just started walking away as soon as he kicked it. He knew it. Dickman with a good kick. 7:41 to play in the third period. It's New Berlin 14, Pittsfield nothing.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate.
7:41 to play in the third. 14-0 advantage for New Berlin on top of Pittsfield. The Pretzels 1-3. Sockies 1-3 on the season. And Pittsfield, John, not trying to sound too overly dramatic, they need a score on this drive.
Yeah. Yeah, they were able to get it close-ish. But, yeah, they were only down 1 score at halftime. Were unable to keep New Berlin out of the end zone. Now they have to answer to get it back to a 1-score game and be in this game.
Freeman back deep along with Story. Gratton's also back there. Dickman looking to put his foot into this one at the wind kind of blowing across the field here. He kicked one out of the back of the end zone earlier. And this time he will kick a low line drive kick. It's headed toward the sideline, and the Sockies Freeman will pick it up at around the 10-yard line. Across the 15 is going to be taken down on a nice solo tackle by Smith at the 17-yard line, and a penalty flag on the wide side of the field. I mean, about as far away from the action as it could be on the penalty flag here. Let's wait and see what the flag is about. It is a chop block against the clipping, I should say, against the Sockies. So that'll move it half the distance to the goal. Instead of being at around the 18-yard line, they're going to be back at the 9. That hurts. So they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 9. 7:36 to play in the third. Stout brings the play in from the sideline here for Pittsfield. See if they can't get Gage Gratton going here. He's deep in the Sockeye backfield. Stout will be under center. Also back there is Howland, it appears, at the fullback spot. He'll turn it, hand it off to Gratton on the right-hand side. Hits through the original.
Is that a beanbag or a flag?
It's a flag there. Hits through the original pressure there. Gained 5, then a penalty flag in late. You would think either a face mask here or a very late holding call, and it's going to be a face mask against New Berlin, a 15-yard variety. And that'll give the Sockies a fresh set of downs all the way out to the 30.
A little breathing room.
So 1st and 10 from their own 30. 5-yard gain by Gratton, plus the other 15 due to the penalty. 7:29 to play in this third. 14-0 advantage for New Berlin. Pittsfield with the ball, 1st and 10. Stout under center. Receiver wide to the right is Ladner. Takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. This is Gratton again, running right. He's going to be taken down after a short gain on the play out to the 33-yard line. Call it the 32, a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 yards to go from the 32-yard line. Hey, want to tell you about Steve Smith Painting. He can help you from one room to the whole house, from a fence to a barn or a grain bin. Steve Smith Painting can do it all. Quality work and affordable pricing. Call Steve Smith Painting, 217-248-0993. Second and 8 for the Sockies. Stout under center, takes the snap, hands it off to the first back. Oh, fumbled away, and New Berlin's going to recover. Fumbled away. They tried to give it a Howland, and he just couldn't take the handoff. He ran into the ball and knocked it out of the hands of Stout. New Berlin's going to recover at the 40.
Now that ball went forward a long ways along the ground, but there was no Socky around it to even attempt to recover it.
And I will tell you, John, this has not been a problem for the Sockies this year. They have really done a pretty good job at hanging on to the ball. It's just been sloppy.
Yeah.
In this, especially to start the second half.
Yeah.
Trips right, single man to the left. Meisman's in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking for someone to throw to. Has a man. He's by himself. And he goes for the score. In for the touchdown is Zach Brewer.
Well, are they going to call a touchdown, Charlie? A fumble occurred near the goal line, and the Sockies recovered it.
Recover the ball. Did they say he knocked it out? Was the knee down? What's the call? It is I think it's going to be a touchdown.
I think it is too, but we got to wait and see.
Sure looks like it's going to be a touchdown. Chasing him down from behind was Freeman, it appeared. And did he knock the ball free? It is a touchdown.
Okay, so who was it to and how many yards there?
Brewer, 40 yards. And that makes it 20-0 New Berlin. With 6:36 to play in the third. Dickman on for the extra point attempt. Bergschneider's the holder. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick splits the uprights. It is good. 21-0. New Berlin on top with 6:36 to play in the third period. And we're back after this. Timeout.
At Illini Community Hospital, our goal is to provide high-quality medical care close to the communities we call home. Our team of providers and nurses are here to help guide you every step of the way to your healthcare journey with the personalized style of medicine you've come to expect from Illini. Illini is proud to welcome Dr. Esvaldo Wesley, oncologist, to our oncology team. He joins Sherry White, nurse practitioner, providing high-quality oncology care right here at home. For more information, visit IlliniHospital.org. Illini Community Hospital, proudly improving the health of our communities.
6:36 to play in the third. 21-0 advantage for New Berlin. And every time Pittsfield has given New Berlin good field position, it's happened several times tonight, they've capitalized, and they do it there following the fumble by the Sockies. One play and a touchdown, and I mean, there wasn't anybody within 15 yards of the man.
The ball was underthrown. The man kind of had to come back to get it, and it didn't matter.
Dickman to kick off here for New Berlin. 21-0. The lead for the Pretzels over the Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen 320-4320 for all of your residential, commercial, and roll-off dumpster needs. 217-320-4320. Dickman has the hand in the air. He's ready to kick this one off. He will kick it on the ground again, and it takes a high hop at the shortstop position, and Freeman's going to take it. He's got it at around the 20-yard line, out around the 25 where he's hit and spun backwards, actually retreated, so he'll be taken down at the 23. And that's where the Sockies will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line with 6:29 to play in this third period. And now somebody down and injured for the Sockies here. They'll bring the trainer out on the field. And it looks like possibly just got the wind knocked out of him. He's not really grabbing onto a knee or an arm.
Not really doing anything right now, just laying there.
Just trying to catch his breath, it appears. Phil Wilkerson says, let's get up.
He says okay.
Sideline. Who is it, John?
It was Wade Howland, I believe.
I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. He'll head toward the sideline here with 6:29 to play in the third.
And it is Howland.
So they'll need to bring Story in at the fullback spot. 21-0 the lead for New Berlin. Sakis are also home again next week against Athens, I do believe. Then they go on the road.
Athens a tough opponent.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of the antithesis of this conference, so Charlie. They run the ball a ton, and everybody else kind of likes to throw it around a little bit.
Stouts under center as we're back to live action. 1st and 10. He hands it off, and I don't know how he got the handoff up, but he did so, and there's Grattan. At the 40, 45, 50. Big gain, stiff arm, and the man takes him down out of bounds. And a big gain, and they have pressure from the right side. The Sakis, though, luckily were running left all the way down to the New Berlin 43-yard line. A pickup of 34 yards and a Saki first down.
75 yards on 9 carries for Gage Grattan, and yeah, thank goodness that ball wasn't going to the right as everyone on the right side got tackled.
1st and 10. 6:21 to play in this third. No, you don't run the clock. The guy went out of bounds. What are you running the clock for? You got dinner reservations? I mean, the man was out of bounds.
Yeah.
What? This officiating crew, it's like they're wanting to get the game over with. Grattan to the right-hand side again. On his feet, still carrying men inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. 7-yard gain. Brings up a 2nd and 3. I mean, Grattan was out of bounds by 5 feet, and they said, run the clock.
Yeah.
Where you got to go in such a hurry? 5:43 and counting into this third period. That's a play you run the clock on when they stay in bounds. The white lines on the edges, that'd be the boundaries. Stouts under center. I formation, takes the snap, hands it off again to Grattan. He's looking for running room along the left-hand side and has some. 35-yard line, tripped up, taken down near the 31. He's got the first down. Gain of 5 by Grattan. 1st and 10.
87 yards on 11 carries now for Gage Grattan. And he did not run the ball. He wasn't even really in the backfield on the first set of plays, was he, Charlie?
Somebody's going to have to explain to me why, and I'm not questioning the clock operator because he was told this by the officials. They're running the clock before they have the ball set on a fresh set of downs. You can't just make things up as you go along as an official.
I know they're desperate for football officials, but it would be nice to have
some
quality.
Here's Howland going to carry the ball inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Pretty easy rules. Fresh set of downs. Clock stops so they get it set. Ball goes out of bounds. You stop the clock. Score a touchdown. You stop the clock. Timeout. You stop the clock. Incomplete pass. You stop the clock. 40-point spread in the second half. You run the clock. Not rocket science. Only been playing it for 100-plus years.
Here even.
Under center is Stout. Hands it off along the right-hand side. It's Grattan. He chose the inside route, and he's still trying to fight hard for yards, and he just won't go down. Takes it inside the 25 down to the 23. Gain for a tough 3 yards, and he's close to the first down marker.
He's got 90 yards on 12 carries now, and he bounced off of 3 or 4 guys at least. They just kept kind of handing him off, and it was kind of like, I don't want to tackle him, you tackle him.
They're going to have a timeout whistled for New Berlin. We'll take it to 3:49 to play in the third. It's a 3rd and short for the Sakis. We'll come back after this timeout.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
3:43 to play in the third. 21-0 advantage for New Berlin. So welcome you back on Central Illinois Sports. It is 3rd and what appears to be about 3 yards from the 33-yard line. check, 23-yard line. And New Berlin called the timeout. Now they have 10 minutes on the clock here in the third, but I think they're trying to get the clock reset. 3:53.
Okay, 3:53. Now, are we going to start the clock out of a timeout before the ball is snapped? Doesn't look like it.
Single man to the right, I formation. Stouts under center, puts a man in motion. There they draw him off sides. And
nobody moved on the Saki side other than the motion man.
Second time Pittsfield's done that out of a timeout.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Second time it'll be a first down. So that should move it to the 18. Should be 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. This drive started back at their own 23 for the Sakis. 3:46 to play in this third period. They're down 21-0, but looking to make a move toward the end zone this time.
Good enough for another Saki first down.
10th first down on the evening for Pittsfield.
1st and 10 on the 17-yard line.
Ball sits at the 18. First down, 10 yards to go. Stout with the single man wide left, single man wide right. I formation behind him in the backfield. They'll hand to the deep back Freeman. Freeman looking for running room, not much there. Taken down near the 16-yard line, a gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Freeman with 29 yards on 6 carries. First carry of the second half for Freeman.
Gratton's coming back into the game as Ladner heads toward the sideline. Also Freeman going to come out.
I believe a man came on right at the beginning of that.
Well, you hope so. They're only going to have 10. You're going to run the offensive play with 10.
You can.
It's not desired. Petty's split wide right. Howland to the left. Stout under center takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself along the left-hand side, looking for some running room, but a designed running play that goes backwards.
Got clotheslined that time, didn't he?
Down to the 33-yard line. That is the 23, I should say. That is a loss of a bunch on the play. 7-yard loss. And again, it's 3rd and long. They haven't fooled anybody on the bootleg tonight. 2:38 and counting in this third period. And they'll have to probably go to the air here. Plays a little slow coming in from the sideline. 15 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hustle here. They break the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Got to hustle up to the line, or they're going to have to call timeout 6, 5.
Not a lot of hurry here. 2 receivers to the right, shotgun formation, and this is going to be a delayed game. Delayed game. It's like nobody was paying attention to how much time was on the play clock. Big, shiny red number in the end zones, boys. And instead of 3rd and 16, it's going to be 3rd and 21.
The play clock's
Move it back to the 28.
should make it pretty obvious, you would think.
3rd down and 21 yards to go now. 2 receivers to the right, a single man to the left. Stouts in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass. Now he's going to try to run it himself on a designed draw play. Still on his feet, headed toward the sideline. Taken down at about the 18-yard line, a gain of 10. It'll still bring up a 4th and 10. So a 4th and 10 here with 1:47 to play in the third. Sakis are in 4-down territory, so they're going to go for it here. Again, the play, they're just trying to call it from the sideline instead of running a receiver in and out or running Stout to the sideline. They come to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Stout's under center, calls the line set. Back to pass, looking for a man, has the screen set up. Man needed to follow the blockers on the inside. I don't think he's got enough for the first down. He doesn't. He's going to be taken out at the 12. Gain of 6, needed 10, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So a turnover on downs. New Berlin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 12.
Gratton could have stayed in bounds. He wasn't really even forced out of bounds.
Well, that time the blockers were, it's like they never came out for the screen. They were all on the inside. And so Gratton then trying to go to the outside. And there's not anybody in front of him other than New Berlin jerseys. 1st and 10 for the Pretzels now, as Meisman will come out of the shotgun. 2 men split wide to either side. Meisman will bark out the signals. He takes the snap. He'll hand it off along the left-hand side. No, he'll throw, and it's incomplete. That ball bounced. Intended receiver that time was Flynn Tyree.
He's targeted a lot of different guys on the evening.
First time for Flynn.
It was.
Incomplete pass, stops the clock, we think, with 1:13 to play in the third. It is stopped.
For the moment.
What a beautiful night for football. All week they talked about rain, 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 rain. I don't see any rain, John.
It's north of Quincy even, so north.
Meisman in the shotgun, hands it off to Bergschneider, left side. Big gain on the play, cuts back now toward the outside. Has it across the 30, 35-yard line, taken down across the Saki 40, out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 30 and a first down to the 42.
98 yards on 14 carries now for Pierce Bergschneider.
42-yard line.
And a 1st and 10 for New Berlin. 1:02 and counting in this third period. 21-0 Pretzels on top. So the game the Sakis were very hopeful to be competitive in, and right now New Berlin is having their way with the Sakis. 21-0 and on the move here. Meisman in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, throws it, has it completed. Receiver's going to have a big gain on the play. Blaine Smith is off to the races. One man to beat, and he beats him for the score. Blaine Smith on the touchdown reception. 58 yards on that one, and a score for the Pretzels. With 28.5 seconds to play in the half. So now a 4-score lead. Not even 7 years ago, just 4-score.
3 of them in this third quarter.
27-0. And Dickman on for the extra point try. He's been perfect so far as Dickman. It's a good hold. The snap is right there as it needs to be, and he puts it through the uprights. Makes it 28-0. New Berlin on top of Pittsfield as they have 3 scores on the board here in the third. They lead the Sakis 28-0. Back with you after this.
Mid-USA Landscaping, serving all of Pike County for residential and commercial lawn care. Mid-USA Landscaping can beautify your lawn and property with proper treatment, spraying, seeding, and of course landscaping designs perfect for your home or business. Mid-USA donates to the local area Little League fields and sports fields at your schools, and they are the perfect fit for you. Call them today at 217-577-4900. That's 577-4900. Mid-USA Landscaping for you.
Well, the New Berlin cheerleading squad looks to be about 37 members strong, and they're doing push-ups for every point they score. And in this third quarter, their arms are tired. The Sakis have given up 3 scores, 21 total points, and trailed 28-0 with 28.5 seconds to play in this third period. On the Trash Queen scoreboard, Dickman has it teed up, ready to kick this one off for New Berlin.
Will he kick it deep and kick it out of the end zone, or will he bounce it around and see what happens?
Man, he kicks it hard on the ground.
He does. It makes it bounce high and bounce hard. Never know what's going to happen with it.
He's a weapon. What did we say? Was this a sophomore?
I don't remember.
Senior. Kind of like a sophomore.
Go start with S.
He puts his foot into this one, a line driver. Big hop. Taken by Gretton. 25-yard line across the 30 now. Going to rush ahead to the 35, and that's where the Sakis will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. So 1st and 10 with 21.9 seconds to play in the third. In a 28-0 lead for New Berlin. First and 10 for the Sakis. Just near the end of this third quarter.
Yeah, I have to think. If you run the ball here, you probably are getting 1, maybe 2 plays. Maybe 2. Probably not.
Probably just 1.
Yeah.
35-yard line, 1st and 10. Taking the snap is Stout, hands it off along the right-hand side. It's Grattan picking his way through the men. He's got the first down. Takes it all the way up to the 46-yard line, maybe the 47 even. That's a gain of 12. It'll be a first down for the Sockies.
He's got 102 yards on 13 carries, 11th first down of the night.
He gets up a little tired.
Good for a Socky first down.
And I think that'll be the final play of the third quarter. It will be 28-0 New Berlin on top of Pittsfield after 3 quarters. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play after this timeout on Central Illinois Sports.
Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300. Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Ready to start the fourth quarter, 28-0 advantage for New Berlin on top of Pittsfield. Sockies will have a 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line to start this final quarter of play.
Sockies need to show some life and get a score here, as the offense has been Gage Gretton and nothing else really at all.
They will send Stout back to pass, looking for some room. He throws it out of bounds. And the penalty flag in, also going to be a hold.
Be 2nd and 10, or it's going to be 1st and, what, about 25?
It's all the way back at the 39. And
so the incomplete pass didn't happen because of the hold.
so they will move it back all the way. Well, they got it up at the 41, so they move it to the 31. So the Sockies have to get to the opposite 43. That's 19 and 7's 26. 1st and 26. From their own 31-yard line. I mean, every time Stout's gone back to pass, it's been pressure, and a lot of it's been young Mr. Greg Zellers.
Is he coming from the end position, Charlie, or from a backer, or where is he coming from?
The line, usually. Now
Okay.
he's lined up at the defensive end, but he's been all over the place. Like a man amongst boys. Now the Sockies are in the Wildcat. They will hand it off to Freeman around the left end, looking for some running room. Has a pretty good gain on the play as he takes it across the 40 out near the 43-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play as they had Grattan take the snap directly that time. First time we've seen the Sockies go at that set. It'll bring up a 2nd down and about 14 yards to go here. 11:30 and counting in the contest. 28-0 New Berlin on top of the Trash Queen scoreboard.
2nd and 14 is a lot more manageable than 1st and 27. So that was a play to pick up a big chunk of yards. Need another big chunk.
They're going to go with the Wildcat again here. Stout is looking to the sideline. He looks confused. He's going to split out wide left. Grattan is in the shotgun at the quarterback spot. He barks out the signal, sends Freeman in motion, going to fake the handoff, keep it himself along the left-hand side. A penalty flag in as the Sockies had 2 men in motion.
There's a man down on this side.
And he's holding a knee.
Leg.
Grattan's down at the 46. Would be a 3-yard game, but I think we're going to see a penalty called here.
I think we're going to have a hold.
Yeah. They'll bring the trainer out on the field to take a look at that young man.
Yeah. Oh, illegal procedure. Yeah, you called the illegal procedure first, yeah.
Yeah, Stout was out wide left, and he was still moving when the ball snapped. Plus, they put a man in motion, so that's 2 men in motion. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the ball was at the 43. It'll move back to the 38. And it'll be a 2nd down and What, 19?
From where it's going to be, from where the flag is.
Not where the flag is. It's the legal procedure.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was illegal procedure. Yes, I'm sorry. I was trying to make it a hold. It's my fault. Yeah, from the line. You are correct.
Do that again.
It's actually only going to be. Did they turn down the penalty?
They haven't moved it yet, John. They could turn it down. It could be third down.
Well, it's just interesting that they set the ball.
Oh, looks like they are going to set it and forget it. So it'll be a gain of 2. And they'll call it 3rd and 12, Ron.
The Showtime Rotisserie Barbecue, huh?
Remember Mr. Zellers? We were talking about having such a good game a moment ago. He is
walking off the field very slowly with the help of a couple of his coaches right now.
Very gingerly, and you hate to see that because he was really having a good night for New Berlin.
He was down very early in the play, so I don't know what happened there, but he was down holding a leg while Grattan was running on the far side.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 12 to go here from the 45-yard line. Pittsfield looking to make something happen on this play from their own 45. Grattan is in the Wildcat. Marks out the signals, puts Freeman in motion. That man looked like he was across early. They hand it across to Freeman. He's looking for some running room, trying to get outside. It never does. He gets slung backwards. And around the 43, and there's a horse collar tackle. And so the Sockies are going to get a first down out of this, even though they lost 2 yards. It's going to be a horse collar tackle.
Is it an automatic first down, or is it just that they're going to end up with it? Because they're
personal
going to
foul, John.
Okay. I didn't remember if the horse collar was a personal foul penalty or not.
15-yard variety. Don't believe it will be automatic, though, but it will be a replay of the 3rd down play here. And either way, that is going to be a first down.
That was what I was asking, was whether it was going to be a first down or not. I was afraid it was going to be just short, but it is going to be about a yard over.
Well, he walked it off for a 17-yard penalty, so.
And it's only about a yard over the first down, so, yeah, well.
So Stout is split out wide to the right-hand side. They've got Grattan in the quarterback position again. They bring Freeman in motion, make the handoff to him. Grattan got a pass. He's got a man, and the man stopped running. Howland quit running. It was there. He was the only man back there. Incomplete pass. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
He was the only man back there, and there was literally no one behind him. No safety, no nothing other than the end zone.
10:35 to play in this one. 28-0 New Berlin. Pittsfield with a 2nd and 10. They've gone with that Wildcat here late in the 4th quarter, down by 4 scores, and I think they had to just think about, you got to try to switch something up, don't you?
It's one of those where Bobby Stout at quarterback calls the play and then goes out as a receiver.
A lot of confusion as they get this play set up. They'll put Freeman in motion, take the snap, hand it off to him on the end around play, looking for some running room, trying to get outside. He's got the outside 30, 25, 15-yard line is where he's taken out of bounds. All the way down to the 15-yard line, a 27-yard gain and a Saki first down. He got outside and come out to 16. All right, so just took a yard off of that to 26 yards. 1st and 10 from the 16.
65 yards now on 9 carries for Freeman.
Freeman got that extra burst of speed, and Berlin had the one man who could catch him. Then there's a penalty flag in. And a flag there. So that'll move it halfway to the goal, so the 9-yard line. Yep. Down to the 9. 1st and goal for Pittsfield. 10:27 to play in this one. As the wind gusting a little bit here.
Stout has a long way to run to get that play in.
Yeah, there's only 10
12,
seconds
11,
left
10,
on the
yeah,
play
they got to
clock.
hurry.
Seemed like it was a quick play clock.
Well, I thought it was, but
5, 4,
call the play.
3.
Nobody's set yet.
Takes the snap. The Sockies call the timeout. Called the timeout just in the nick of time. They were counting it down. They want to make sure that the play clock was right. It seemed quick.
Yeah, because the ball wasn't set forever. I mean, the play clock shouldn't start until the ball is set. The ball was not set for a very long time.
So the Sockies have to take the timeout as the play clock was counting down, and with 10:27 to play, they trailed 28-0.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
10:27 to play in this one. 28-0 advantage for New Berlin on top of Pittsfield on the Trash Queen scoreboard. The Sockies will have it first and goal from the 9 here.
Had to take the timeout to avoid the delayed game penalty.
Stout now back under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Grattan, and Grattan's tripped up in the backfield and taken down at the 10, so a loss of a yard.
The man came straight through the center guard gap that time, and he was in before Stout had the ball even hardly.
Be second and goal now from the 10. Just a lot of penetration up the middle.
Yeah, got to have better blocking than that. You know, you got to have enough time to at least hand the ball off.
Yeah, and several times tonight there's really not been
even
time for that. They'll go back with the Wildcat now. Put Grattan back there at the quarterback spot. 3 receivers to the right. They'll put Freeman in motion. They'll hand it to him on the end-around play. Breaks a tackle in the backfield looking for a blocking and runs into the back of his own blockers. Down to the 6. Penalty flag on the wide side, though.
I don't know what that could even be is with where it is right now. So Freeman's going to gain an illegal shift against the Sockies.
So will they take the penalty?
That's my question. Yeah, do you want to have third down and goal at the 6?
I would think you'd move them back.
I would think so too.
And they will. I think it'll be back around the 12, and it is. So it'll be second and goal from the 12. 9:41 to play in this one. Now another whistle.
What are we whistling about now?
I don't know.
What are we doing? The Sockies are walking way back. What are we calling here?
Now they're getting together to talk about it.
I mean, are they calling a personal foul on the sideline, or what are they doing? Because the Sockies are, like, 20 yards off the ball right now.
They're just trying to give the officials some room to work, it appears. They're huddled together.
Well, 3 of them are.
They're just kind of pointing at one another.
I was going to say, we're just pointing here. We're not calling anything. We're just pointing.
If it was an illegal shift, they marked it from the end of the run, which wasn't right. They should have marked it from the 9. The ball should be at the 14-yard line. Now, for some reason, it's going to be at...
They called a personal foul on the Sockies, and I don't know what even happened there. But I don't know what happened there, because they called a personal foul. I'm assuming it was on the coaching staff on the sideline, because that's all that really makes sense is it had to happen with no one doing anything.
So second and goal from the 27. Grattan got a pass, throws it up for grabs, and it's picked off. Picked off here by Brewer. And with 9:33 to play, New Berlin will take over at their own 15-yard line. 9:33 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll have to figure out what happened on that drive. I mean, I didn't see the flag.
There was no one. There was never a flag thrown. There was no one even close to anything. I mean, the Sockies were coming up to the line, and then they all got together, blew a whistle, all came together, and then they're marching it off.
So it'll be a Berlin ball, 1st and 10 from their own 15, 9:33 to play.
I have no idea what happened there.
Meisman will be in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Bergsnyder. They pulled the guard, and he's leading ahead, and he'll be taken out to the 21-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 4.
Bergschneider over 100 now, as he's got 104 yards on 15 carries for New Berlin.
Pulled the guard from the opposite side, and old Phil White, 5'10", 260-pound senior. He moves pretty well for a big boy. Old Phil. 9 minutes and counting in this contest. Single receiver wide left, 2 men to the right-hand side. Meisman again will be in the shotgun, stands at his own 16-yard line. Hands it off to Bergsnyder, looking for some running room, trying to cut
slow
back.
handoff.
Yep, trying to cut back against the grain and couldn't find anything. Taken down at the 20. It's a loss of a yard. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. They did move the ball 20 yards on that 15-yard penalty, if you're wondering, for those who are paying attention at home. Stop the clock, start the clock, move it 20.
Well, they moved it. They moved it 5 to begin with, and then they were calling it a dead ball penalty, I guess, but then they walked it off 20 again, though, too, so, yeah. Weird.
More like eating through a straw. What are you going to do? In the shotgun here is Mice. He will take the handoff. Now rolls to his right, throws right, has it completed on the play to Matt Crow, a sophomore, with his first reception of the night. And he's going to take the ball all the way out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 11 and a 1st down. So Crow on the catch. And a 1st and 10 for New Berlin, with just under 8 minutes to play in the contest.
How many did he gain there again,
11.
Charlie? Thank you.
Out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pretzels. I'll let some time run out the clock here. Meisman's in the shotgun. 2 men wide right, a single receiver to the left.
Yeah, they lead 28-0.
He will hand the ball off to Bergsnyder, looking for some running room. The cutback lane wasn't open that time. Taken down at the 32, gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 for the New Berlin Pretzels. Want to remind you about Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and much more. Stop by and see them or call 285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Under 7 minutes to play on homecoming night for the Sockies. They trail 28-0. To this New Berlin outfit, who came in with a record of 1-3, and looking like they're going to head out of here with a record of 2-3, and the Sockies are going to drop to 1-4 on the year. They'll pitch it outside this time. The Sockies hit the man in the backfield, but he escaped the tackle. Now he fumbles it away, and the Sockies are trying to pick it up instead of diving on it. Howland had a chance, or I should say
they're going to call Pittsfield ball, though.
Leopard has a chance to dive on it, tried to pick it up, and lucky for him, one of his teammates was able to get in on that one. And that young man was Cody Walston.
So Bergschneider had how many yards there, Charlie? I mean, we're going to...
Well, it wasn't Bergschneider on the run. That was Longtha.
Okay.
And he gained about 8 yards before he fumbled it away. And the Sockies will have it 1st and 10 from the New Berlin 48-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 48, 6:27 to play. Not to sound overly critical, the last couple of weeks it seemed like the Sockies are on a nice climb and improvement. They went backwards some tonight. Now they break the huddle with too many men, and that'll be a penalty flag.
Yeah, you had to. They were in a hurry because the play clock was counting down.
It's the first play of an offensive series. Should not get a 5-yard penalty very often. So that'll move it back to their own 47. It'll be 1st and 15. Single receiver wide to the right-hand side is Ladner. Got a man split wide to the left as well. Looks to be Petty. Put a man in motion. Stout's back to pass, doesn't have any time, throws it down the field, up for grabs, and the big problem with the Saki passing game this season, John, is they just really don't have any receivers that know how to play the ball in the air.
Yeah, and they don't have anybody that's really a natural receiver.
That ball was underthrown, and the receiver just kept running the route.
Yeah, if he'd have come back, he had a chance at it. He was not that far away from it. But yeah, unfortunately, not every quarterback is Peyton Manning who's going to put it right on your numbers every time.
2nd and 15 with 6:19 to play. Clock stops with the incompletion. Single receiver wide to the right-hand side. A single man wide to the left is Howland this time. Stout under center. He's back to pass, looking for Ladner, and overthrows him by about 10 yards. Incomplete pass will stop the clock and bring up a 3rd and 15.
Time it looked like Stout thought that he was going to turn down the field, and he had stopped to turn back for like a back shoulder throw.
Just wasn't a well-thrown ball that time. By the youngster Stout. Now he comes.
They're going to have to burn a time. Well, no, he's got time.
Got a 40-second play clock this time around.
How do you choose what you get?
Starts right after the incomplete pass. That's why.
Okay. That makes sense.
Single receiver to the right, one man to the left. Stout again under center. He's going to hand it off to the deep back, Grattan. Grattan looking for running room. He is grabbed around the ankles and taken down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play by Grattan, and now down and injured for the Sakis is one of their linemen. That's Aiden Duncan.
Duncan sitting, holding a knee there, it looks like.
And while they take a look at him, we'll pause for this timeout.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the city of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The city of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sakis good luck this season.
6:02 to play. The lead is 28-0 for New Berlin. You got the injured player off the field, and this will bring up a 4th down and 6. 4th and 6 from the New Berlin 44. They will put a new quarterback in now. No, that's still Stout. He makes a throw to Anderson, and he can't get up.
I was going to say, he can't get up, guys. He has to be down.
So he catches the ball, or they'll call it an incomplete pass.
Okay.
So turnover on downs here.
Ball was underthrown. He went down to his knees to try to catch it. They're going to call it incomplete.
Saki passing game is just non-existent. They have to be able to be better in the air.
Well, just to keep the other team honest, they have to be better in the air.
New Berlin takes over 1st and 10 at their own 44 with 5:56 to play in this one. Up 28-0. On the Trash Queen scoreboard, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Meisman will set up in the shotgun for the Pretzels. He takes the snap, hands it off to Bergschneider, running to the left-hand side. He will take a couple of tacklers up near the 50 with him to the 49, a gain of 5. Brings up a 2nd down and 5.
Be a long 5, so it'll be a short 5 to go.
5:30 and counting to this one. Sakis are home next week against Athens.
We'll look for improvement coming into that game.
Meisman in the shotgun. Long snap count. He will let the play clock run down to 3 before he takes the snap. Hands it off again. No, fakes the handoff. Going to keep it himself. Bounces outside, 40-yard line, 35, and he's gone. He's gone for a score. 5, touchdown. Nobody kept contained. Bit hard on the fake, and it's 34-0 New Berlin.
How many yards for Meisman there, Charlie? 50?
51 yards on the touchdown score. $34-0. A Pretzel team that's 1-3 got their first win of the season against Porter last week, 13-7. Dickman on for the extra point. The snap is a little low. The hold is down. This kick looks to be good, and it is 35-0. New Berlin with the lead with 4:57 to play in this contest. Back after this.
This is Jack Hull from Western Illinois FCA. Along with Todd Sweatman and Julie Ross, we would like to invite you to the FCA Empowered Leadership Conference in Springfield, Illinois on October 26, 2019. Mike Matheny and Erica Harold, former Miss America, headline the event, which will have lots of breakout sessions and much, much more. It all starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we hope you will join us for this FCA Empowered Leadership Conference. Go to westernilfca.org to register today.
4:57 to play, 35-0 the lead for New Berlin on top of Pittsfield. Greenfield Northwestern 22-14 over Carrollton. Is that a final? Yes, it is.
Wow. I'd consider that an upset.
Yeah, first time Carrollton's lost a home game in the South in a very long time. Brown County beats Route 20-6.
It's generally a rivalry game, too, as it's a couple of Greene County teams. We don't mean to sound disappointed, but we're a little disappointed because the Sakis had shown improvement in their last several games, and as you said a few minutes ago, really kind of a step backward right now is what we're seeing in this game. In a game that we really expected to see competition.
Dickman puts his foot into this one, kicks it deep, and it's going to be taken by Grattan, it looks like. He's looking for some running room, trying to get outside, and it's taken down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. And that's where Pittsfield will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23 with 4:51 to play. Homecoming week should be a good time, but preparing for the football game should be a priority.
Because homecoming week is not nearly as fun when you lose the football game.
Stout under center. He will take the snap, hand it off to the deep back, and is that Howland out there? Or Grattan?
It was Howland that time, I think.
It is Wade Howland out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up a 2nd and 4.
25 yards on 7 carries now for Wade Howland.
Just over 4 minutes to play in this 35-0 ball game. Ladner split out wide to the right-hand side. Stout's going to be under center for the Sakis. They'll put Ladner in motion now. Not on purpose. He just lined up on the wrong side. Take the snap, hand it off to Grattan, running left. He's got a big gain on the play, has the first down and more. Takes it out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. A gain of, let's see, John. 11 on the play from the 30. He got a first down. Out to the 41-yard line for the Sakis. They'll keep the clock rolling, even though they haven't set the ball yet.
That's been a trend in this game. I mean, at this point, I'm not terribly upset with it because it is 35-0, but follow the rules. That's all we ask.
Stout is in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking right, looking for a man, and it's almost picked off. And again, was the ball underthrown? Yes. Can the receiver come back and try to play that ball? Yes, because if you don't,
they're going to pick it and pick six it.
It's like not meeting a pass in basketball. The defender able to jump that passing lane, he's going to get the steal, at least the deflection. Same kind of thing here.
Yeah.
You got to act like you want the ball. 3:26 to play. And they just really don't have a receiver.
No.
I mean, that time Grattan was the intended receiver, and he's a running back.
Yeah.
They just really have nobody to throw to on the outside. J.J. Petty has checked into the game at the wideout spot. He'll go stand almost on the other side of the field, split out to the left. Two receivers to the right in Grattan and Freeman. They're looking toward the right side of things. Now they look back left to Petty, and it's overthrown by 8 yards. That will stop the clock and bring up a 3rd down and 10 with 3:20 to play. So a 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Rubel comes off the field as Saki switched some personnel up.
He seems like a guy who should be somebody you could throw toward, Charlie. Kind of a lanky young man playing the tight end position typically.
Saki's have several guys who can be really good receivers. They're on the golf team having a pretty fine year.
But they do have that. You are not wrong.
Stout's back to pass. Look out. Here comes the house, and they're riding his kitchen in a hurry. He's sacked back at the 32-yard line, and the Sakis need to punt here.
He's going to lose how many there?
9.
Thank you.
It is 4th and 20. Under 3 minutes to play in this contest. Punt team coming on.
Got to hustle a little bit. 25, 24.
Punter's not on yet. Now he comes out.
There we go. Okay. What do we have to punt the ball? Oh, the punter. That seems important. 15, 14, 13. They're going to have to hurry or they're going to take a delayed game.
They're going to take a delayed game here.
Yeah, they're going to take a delayed game because there's a man that just came on the field right now.
They're trying to hurry up. Just take the penalty.
2, yeah,
Just take the penalty. Just take the penalty. It was a bad snap, if you can believe it.
Yeah, it was already a delayed game, so.
Be a 5-yard penalty on the delay of game.
Sakis have been penalized 80 yards on 9 penalties now. All but one of those in the second half today.
5-yard penalty made, 4th down.
Delay game, 5-yard penalty. Now, what? I mean, like, why do we need to huddle? You're going to punt. Line up, punt the ball. Explain to me why you need to huddle there, can you?
Talk about the strategy of where they're going to punt the ball to. It's a high snap. Zumwalt does a nice job to get this one taken in. It's headed toward the sideline.
Goes out right at the 50?
Out at the 50, but they'll mark it inside.
Wow, they're going to say that was...
No, he's going to walk up.
Oh, okay.
He's going to keep walking up to about the 49. That's where New Berlin will take over 1st and 10 at the Saki 49. And with 2:09 to play, they can run the clock out here very quickly. Can this Pretzel squad. They've got some tough games left on their schedule, this New Berlin. But they're usually right in the thick of things at the end of the season fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they've been a team that's been right there close the last several years, seems like.
Their offensive line play has been tremendous in the second half. They will hand the ball off along the right-hand side. Trying to get a glimpse of who that ball carrier might be.
7, I think, Charlie?
No, I don't think so. That young man, where's the number?
Well, Berkshire was in there.
It was Smith on the run.
He's going to gain 5. Which Smith was it?
Jackson.
Okay.
Gain 4, 2nd and 6. Now I see Brock Phillips in the backfield on this play. 127 and counting. Meisman will caught the signals, takes the snap, hands it off to the man standing to his left, and this time he's stood up and taken backwards. This appears to be Troy Williams, a sophomore. He's taken down for a loss of a yard. Kate Corrigan on the stop for Pittsfield, brings up a 3rd and 7 with a minute to play in this one. The final score of this one's going to be this 35-0 score. They've only got to run one more play as New Berlin. They may run it down and then call a timeout here. No, they're going to go to the line of scrimmage. It looks like just take the knee.
I was going to say, I think they'll just take the knee here. That's all they really need to do.
Meisman is in tight. They're going to get a delay of game before they can take the knee.
Yeah.
So delay of game. 5-yard penalty. They're trying to do the right thing and take the knee.
It was just confusing to get it all set up.
So, Coach, we're 1-3. We're not really used to taking a knee at the end of the game like this. But they didn't look like a 1-3 team against this Saki squad tonight. Now the lineup to take the kneel down. Will Meisman, 28.9 seconds left, puts the knee on the ground. The clock will run off. The final of this one's a 35-0 win for New Berlin over Pittsfield. On homecoming night for the Sakis, just not the way they wanted it to go, but it's the way it goes tonight. And New Berlin moves to 2-3. The Sakis drop to 1-4, and we take you to the Geared Up postgame show.
Geared Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Welcome back on the Geared Up postgame show. Final score in this contest, a 35-0 win for New Berlin over Pittsfield. New Berlin improves to 2-3. The Sakis drop to 1-4 on the season, and John's got to look at some final stats.
First for the Sakis, they finished the game with 13 first downs, 15 for New Berlin. Led in rushing by Gage Grattan, 123 yards, 17 carries, 65 yards, 9 carries for Jacob Freeman, 25 yards, 7 carries for Wade Howland, 8 yards, 2 carries for Colton Story, negative 36 yards on 7 carries for Bobby Stout, negative 30 yards on 1 carry on a bad snap on a punt play by Nathan Zumalt to total out to 155 rushing yards. Quarterback Bobby Stout, 3 of 11 passing for 1 yard, So 155 rushing yards, 1 passing yard, 156 total yards of offense on the night. He did, I guess Grattan had a couple of interceptions there in the game. For New Berlin, they finished the game with 15 first downs, led in rushing by 110 yards from Pierce Bergschneider on 18 carries, 76 yards for the quarterback, Joey Meisman, on 7 carries, 14 yards for Luke Longtha on 4 carries, 4 yards, 1 carry for Jackson Smith, and a negative 1 yard on 1 carry for Troy Williams for 203 rushing yards. Quarterback Meisman was 8 for 14 passing, 57% for 164 yards. So 203 yards rushing, 164 yards passing, 367 total yards of offense in the game. And after only having 99 in the first half of play, so 268 total offensive yards in the second half for New Berlin.
That third quarter, John, they just ran away with this contest. In a game that was a one-score game at halftime, New Berlin just came out and they were the aggressor in the second half, and they win their second game of the season. And the Sakis unable to get much going on the offensive side here tonight, and they fall to 1-4 on the year. They'll be at home again next week against a tough Athens squad at Quincy Smithfield. We'll have it for you here on Central Illinois Sports. For John Hull, I'm Charlie Hill, thanking you for joining us on Central Illinois Sports. Tonight's contest has been brought to you by Abney Home Improvement, Great Rivers Bank, Johnny's Pizza, the City of Pittsfield, Fellowship of Christian Athletes of West Central Illinois, Geared Up, Best Systems Insulators, Trash Queen, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, Cascom, Illini Community Hospital, Pike County Real Estate, Niebuhr Funeral Home, State Farm Insurance Agent Rod Prentice, Mid-USA Landscaping, Lanham Chiropractic, John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Also by Bowler's Universe, Steve Smith Painting, Real Net and Twine, and the Pike County Express. Final in this contest, New Berlin with a victory over Pittsfield, 35-0, another Central Illinois Sports presentation.